Hello, good morning. This is the Law of Attraction operator. How can I help you, ma'am? What? So you believe you need negativity. You believe you're a negative Nancy. All right, I'll send you some negative vibes then. Hope you have a good negative week, ma'am. Take good care. Bye-bye. So people, before we get into the topic, we're just pretty excited because we got our new Optimum shirt.
Yes!
They're, you know,
Check it
inverted the
out!
colors. So I just, I'm modeling the shirt. I'm working it. Anyways, now let's get on track and back to our topic.
Give us a thumbs up.
So now back on track to our topic, guys. We want to talk a little bit about the law of attraction. So as you guys know, I like looking up definitions and creating my notes when I go into topics like this. So first, let's see what is the law of attraction. So when I did a quick internet search, it states that the law of attraction is a philosophy suggesting that positive thoughts bring positive results into a person's life, while negative thoughts bring in negative outcomes. Why is this important, you might ask yourself? Well, when we believe that we don't deserve well or deserve good, we behave in ways that sabotage our chances of happiness. By changing our self talk and the feelings about life, we reverse the negative patterns in our lives and create more positive, productive, and healthy ones. One good thing leads to another, and the direction of life can shift from a downward spiral going to an upward ascent position, right? So basically, in a nutshell, what we're trying to tell you guys is if you declare something and you believe it, then that's going to become a reality, right, Alvin? What's your take on this?
Absolutely. And here's how I'm going to demonstrate this. You could be up here, scared to come down to approach someone to initiate a conversation. But once you do, look what happens.
Right.
A conversation is initiated. Optimize is a perfect example of putting things out into the universe and positivity coming back. It was a vision that I had. Marlon, we met.
Right.
And here we are almost 1 year later. And look at our new t-shirts. Like, come on, seriously. So, this is a perfect demonstration of case in point.
Right.
If I didn't have the courage to approach you, if I didn't have the courage to try with the risk of failing, because it could have happened. Maybe I didn't put the hours, the effort, the maintenance, the follow-ups, the emails. The amount of work that goes on behind this, let me tell you it's true. But if you don't put the investment and water your plant and get photosynthesis, as I say, which is air, sun, and yes. That's my point. You have to nurture this. So that is my take on that. Or else not going to happen.
So you might ask yourself, well, all of this sounds great and dandy and blah, 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 but how can I actually practice it? So I did a little research on the internet and, I was kind of like, I want to know if there is people who maybe are doing a certain exercise or something that helps them out. And I found like the top 4 or top 5 that I found on the internet, right? Mm-hmm. So how to practice it? Well, with the law of attraction, you have to keep in mind that you create your own reality. What you focus on is what you draw into your life. It suggests that when what you believe will happen in your life is what does happen. So things that you can do to incorporate the law of attraction into your life include being grateful, visualizing your goals, look for the positive in situations, learn how to identify a negative thinking, use positive affirmations towards yourself, reframe negative events in a more positive way, among others. Now, what are some exercises that are very effective? And I tell you this because I use one of them. So you have journaling. I use journaling. Write down your thoughts. Writing down your thoughts can actually help you better learn to recognize how your habitual thought patterns actually work. Because then you're actually going to be able to see like, wow, I've actually been very negative this past week through like for 4 days out of the 7, I was very negative, right? So when you journal things down as to how you feel and all of that, it actually helps you to keep track of that. So that's the personal one that I use. I went ahead and also did a quick search to see what other people are using. There was one that I found very interesting. It was make a mood board.
Really?
Yeah, so basically, these people that create a mood board, they create like a visual reminder that helps you maintain a positive mindset to stay motivated and focus on your goals. So, like, for example, like if journaling doesn't work for you, like you buy yourself a little board where you can put like pins and stuff, right? So you can put like, let's say your goal is to buy a house, so you're gonna pin the house of your dreams, right? But you can also, I don't know, put your company logo there because you are your own business owner. So how are you gonna get to that? Is by being good to your business, right? So if you have a visual board, like maybe you're a more visual person rather than hearing and like more of an less of an auditory and more of a visual person, that might actually help you. The other one that I really, really like, and I do this often, I just didn't put it into words, is practice acceptance. Instead of focusing on what is wrong about the present or what needs to be changed, you work on accepting things as they are. This does not mean that you won't continue to work towards a better future. It just means that you won't be bogged down by wishing for things to be different right now. And I know that you personally have a lot to say about that. So why don't you give us some light into that, Alvin?
Yes, I do. So you lost me with the last part there because I was not quite sure. Acceptance. So
it is what it is, right? You don't
no.
have to be perfect.
Okay, let me emphasize this now. I didn't want to interrupt you. It is what it is right now. Does not mean it's going to be what this is 6 months from now. Because life changes, factors changes, people change. Some may not. Companies, culture, all this stuff changes. Change is constant. So my point is, you can say it is what it is and you can't do anything about it, but you have to accept the control you have over something now. And in the background, think about, okay, right now I gotta put this aside because I can't do anything necessarily to change this, but I can change my attitude and accept it right now because I can either be miserable, huff and puff, and get upset, or I can say, all right, I hear what you're saying, so this is what I have to work with, this is what I'll do. And then down the line, revisit this. Because I've seen this in my experience, and I'm thinking about a lot of work scenarios where things change. Change is the culture. I mean, I'm sure you experience this in your line of work too, right?
Yep, absolutely. So that goes with, practice of acceptance. And then my very, 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 very last one, guys, and I love this one, is practice positive self-talk. If you struggle with being overly self-critical, me, right? Set a goal to engage in positive self-talk each day. Over time, this will become much more easier towards you, which will keep you again grounded and focused and without being so negative, right?
Yes.
And with that being said, guys, we really hope that this tips and tricks and exercises really help you out. Like, we're here to give you whatever we find that works for us and make it available to you. And if it works for you, great. And if it doesn't, there are ways that you can find them yourself that actually work for you, right?
Right. And the reason I did this is because I have things to add to this. So you wrote here, practice positive self-talk. In the morning, what's your routine? We all have one, right? How do you start your day? The way you start your day in the morning determines how the rest of your day will go. If you get up 5 minutes before work, rush down, and don't have your coffee or whatever it is, and this is what you're used to because your body tells you need to have something warm, ease into it, the rest of your day is going to be like this. But if you start about maybe half an hour earlier or an hour earlier, ease into things, you will see how nice it's going to flow. The other thing I'll say is, and this is I'm guilty of, forgive me, I don't own a plant. Because they say that if you have a plant and you water it and you speak to your plant will grow. Apparently, there's something happens when you do this, and it doesn't just affect the plant growing, but it affects so many other things inside your home, your household. Those are two things that I do. So I'll say good morning and talk to myself and have my coffee, and then the plant is my next goal. What about you?
I actually have a plant.
Of
in
course
my
you
room.
do. Of course you do. Why am I not surprised?
Thank you, Kathleen, by the way. Great birthday gift.
Yes. Oh, she gave you the plant?
Yes,
Oh,
she
nice.
did. I'll post a picture of it, guys. Like one.
Put it
of
on the
these
story.
days. Yeah, so you guys see it. Really cute.
Tag Kathleen.
Goes well with my home
I
decor.
feel like you have put a picture. You told me about this. Okay, so the plant's one.
And then the other thing that I do is practice the positive self-talk to yourself. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I don't want to go to work today. I don't want to see, this or that, and then I get negative. So guess what? Positive affirmations to yourself. That's what works for me, which is why we're making this information available to you guys, so that you guys have tools and things to put into practice to be better in life in general as you go through life.
And I have a request for our audience. I would ask you to please write to us and let us know what are some techniques and tricks, and put in the comments that you're using, or write to us and DM us directly saying that this is your situation and, well, you've tried this, it hasn't worked. Because we're going to use this and try to maybe discuss, brainstorm, and see what we can do to help you. Because this is not called the Optimize for nothing.
Exactly. And with that being said, guys, while the law of attraction may not be an immediate solution for all of life's challenges, it definitely can help you learn to cultivate a more optimistic outlook in life. And with that, we leave you, and we'll see you next week. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, leave us comment below, and we love you guys and love bringing messages like this to you. Take good care, guys.